Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be looking into an interesting program which is related to array. So in this program, the question says that we have to find the factorial of each and every number that is entered by the user. So for this program, I will create the class called factorial fact of array wherein I will take the size of the array as 8. So now I am creating array of size 8. Here we will be using scanner class to take input of 8 numbers from the user. So for that I will first take one method called input which will have scanner class which will help us to take input from the user. Also I will declare one variable which is I, which will help us in traversing the indexes of our loop variable. For using scanner we know that we have to import the class, so I have made use of util scanner. Now I will create loop which will go from 1 to the size of the array just to take input of numbers from the user. So AR of I equals to sc dot next int. Let's give one printing statement which will ask for the user that what we have to enter. So I will write number. So this will independently ask us that which number we have to enter. Next, I will create factorial method using which we can calculate the factorial of each and every number that is present in the array. And now we have to create for loop in which I will use j variable, and j value will be equals to num, and then I have to find factorial, so I have to decrement the value of the number and it has to go up to 1, and for that I will keep on decrementing the value of j. Now I will store the value of factorial in variable fact, so I will take fact equals to fact multiplied by the value of j that we have, and then simply we will return the value of fact. But remember that default value of any integer is 0. So if we multiply fact with j, then 0 multiplied by number, that will again become 0. So in order to find the value of factorial, we will first assign the value of fact as 1 at the start of our method, so that we can find the value of factorial for each and every number as we are multiplying, and multiplying by 1 it will give us the number itself. Next I will create the method that is factorial, that is calculate, in which we will calculate the factorial of each and every element that is present. So for this again I will take one loop where here I will consider the variable I, because this variable should not be equals to this variable, because we will be sending the value from this method to this method. In order the tracing of the loop is not lost, we will keep the value of these two loops different. So I will take I equals to 0, I is less than the array length, and I will increment the value of I. Now we have to send the value of each and every number that is present in array to factorial method. So for that I have to call the factorial method, and over there I will pass the value of ith index present inside AR array. Now here, this is a method which is returning some kind of value. So in order to store the value returned by the factorial, I have to use one variable f which will store the value that is returned by factorial method, and simply I will print the factorial that I have received. And now I will create main method so that we can call the above methods in order to perform our action. Now I will create the object of our class, that is fa equals to new fact array, and then I will simply call the method input, and I will call the method calculate. I will not call the factorial method because calculate method will automatically call the factorial method whenever it is required. So now let's see the output of this program. So here I am taking number 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, 4, 6, 8, and last number, that is 10. So here we can see we got factorial of each and every number that we entered. So for 3 it is 6, 5 it is 120, 7 it is 5040, and likewise each and every number factorial is printed. So this is how we can apply operation on each and every array element that is present. And now if you have any other questions related to this program, then you can ask your questions in comment section. And if you have any other questions that you are not able to solve, then you can send your questions on my mail ID. So that's it for this one. See you in the next video.